I'm a double threat. All right, cheers. Cheers it up, boys.
Cheers.
Having fun in the sun. Life's too short. Yeah, life's too short for pants.
Virtual cheers.
Oh, yes. Life is too short for pants, but it's just long enough for the Chubbies podcast, the greatest business podcast of all time, bringing you some sweet ROI positive vibrations.
Hey.
And taping Friday at 5 to bring you that glorious Friday feeling on your sad, pathetic Monday morning.
Embarrassing, really.
Awful day. I am your host, Joey Avery, and we have an absolute humdinger of a program for you today. In fact, Phil, tell them how great this one's going to be.
Today's show might not be funny, but it has a lot of really cool business
I'm going to stop you right there
things in it.
because I really want to introduce the crew today. To my left, we have my co-host with the cinnamon toast, the human garbage can, the vulture of the Chubbies snack room. It's our own smoking hot thespian all-star of advertising and bard of bleakness. The doctor is in. It's Dr. Phil Fuck It Mills.
That's pretty good.
I really like that. And
Medicine woman. Still
I am
hasn't
the
made it in.
altar.
The altar.
Altar.
That's pretty good. Next up, we have our free fort and stone Mason, the Juice Man, Jackie Caruso, Frank Sugar Ray, Smokey David, Porter, Nate, and Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
It's a new formula.
Well done.
Love that,
Yeah,
dude.
that
was cool.
A
been
very,
really on with
very
it.
fun
Put that
one.
on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about
Change my
that. Hey,
Facebook
hey.
Red Rover, send Megan to get you over.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shake.
Yes! The crowd goes wild. That's right. We have
That's great.
all the songs.
Wow.
For Method Man's counterpart, Redman, the flying to and from Hawaiian Jack Johnson himself, the plastic sandwich bag filled with milk, the Red Rover, Red Rocket, Red Scare, and Red Sock, the Irish Hello. It's Grant, the Guy Merrick.
Nice,
Hello.
Joe.
The sandwich
be back.
bag filled with milk.
It's
really good.
I really missed these, I gotta say.
Was
We missed
it?
you,
Yeah.
clearly, because we couldn't stop talking about you when you were gone. No, it was so
We're
weird.
obsessed with you.
It was
You're
very
our-
meta.
You're our foil.
we need one.
You weren't here, and all we did was talk about you.
It's
You guys
very
are kind
true.
of obsessed.
Yeah.
Might have to talk to HR. Nah,
You listen to
let's
it.
not. We don't have to analyze it.
Yeah, we don't have to dive
on.
into it.
I mean,
you know,
no,
we're-
just leave it.
We're
Can a
friends.
man be obsessed with another man?
Yeah.
That's so wrong?
I thought it was 2019. We just love each other.
Open your mind.
Well, that's very nice. This is going to be a
True.
great show. We have a bad monologue. We're actually going to be plugging a URL to enter our March Madness bracket at some point later in the show.
What? That's actually
right.
true. That's
That
actually
is
so cool.
That I
Can
don't
we
know,
do it?
I don't know if
Is
Google
it legal for
translates
us?
on, but that translates to a chance to win some free trunks.
Oh.
Or shorts.
Or shorts, potentially. Now, I haven't
trunks.
read the rules.
I haven't read the rules either.
We haven't written them yet.
We don't write those, really.
But we've got a bad monologue, our millennial zone today. We're going to be talking dress code because there's been some a wave of casualness on the horizon, and I'm freaking here for it. Were you whispering something?
No. Just
Because we
a commercial
we,
for Miller Lite.
Oh, nice. we have our first ever Urban Dictionary definitional challenge. We'll be talking about the many types of Uber drivers, and then we have the first ever Chubbies Top 40 Hit Factory. Very excited for that. And then we have a Mason versus Grant self-portrait challenge for our physical challenge. And I'll also
That
remind
will be
you,
challenging.
gentlemen, to not do too many physical bits that distract, because now there are cameras in the room.
It's
This
funny.
is still primarily an audio experience.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
You're doing these fun physical bits that are distracting from me rambling about the run of show.
Well, wrap it up already.
God, that was really long.
You
No,
lost
I thought
me.
it was long, but I'd just like to say it
It's not
was
even a
really
tease.
good.
It's not
Yeah.
even a tease. You just
Yeah,
did
but
the whole show already.
Did you hear the
basically.
way he delivered that?
It was really good.
Unbelievable.
It was a bit.
I thought it was bad.
Well, it's gonna.
Well, no, I know, but it's probably somewhere in the middle.
You thought it was bad? Well, do you like bad monologues? It's Joey's.
Come on, I know you've been too.
monologue.
Come on.
Oh, come on! I haven't even started yet! Oh, boo to you! Give me a chance!
Oh, baby! That was a great alley-oop, Grant.
We should have an assist counter
Alley-oop.
somewhere on the site.
Yeah, that was nice. That
Also, you
was
don't
nice.
know. It's
We
called
should put it on the
alley-oop.
homepage
I think it's an
instead of.
alley oop.
I pronounce things how I feel like. Because I go,
alley-oops and
sorry
three.
that I spent the weekend at the Word Museum and I can say things
Museum.
however I
Wow.
want.
It's like you didn't have like other kids you interacted with as a child, so you don't know how to.
No, I didn't.
actually
That's
pronounce
why I'm
anything.
so smart.
That's true, actually.
I
Yeah.
interacted with the luminary thinkers of early times.
It makes
My
the arms make
childhood-
sense, too.
While you were playing with Play-Doh, I was reading Plato.
Oh, that was
Well
dope.
done. Well done. Yeah, that was
you
good.
burned him.
Thank
nice,
you.
dude.
Good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Can you name
Fucked him
2
up.
works of literature from Plato?
Allegory of the Cave,
Plato or Plato?
and
get one more.
Aristotle's my best friend. You remember that
You actually got that name wrong.
one? Aristotle?
Much better. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Well, what is it? There's the allegory. Did
Can
he do
you, Grant?
Republic? Wait, did he do Republic?
Yes, he did the
Yes, the
Republic. Come on now,
That's
buddy.
pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Have you read them?
Sorry, I got in a joke. I've read the Allegory of the Cave. I think about it all the time, especially when I'm trapped in a cave, staring at a flicker and thinking about
Oh,
what
you
it
have read it.
means.
The
Yeah.
burn
Done.
stands. Grant was burned.
Bernstein.
All right. Well,
Case dismissed.
it was a big century for philosophy, but it's been a big week in the news. A sinkhole nearly the size of a football field has developed underneath a zoo, setting the stage for the most exciting Lions vs. Bears game in years.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yes.
That's
pretty good.
I would pay to see that.
really
I
good.
would too.
Yeah.
That would be a
I'd
very,
drink hella beers.
very fun game. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bears and beers.
Yeah, that would be good.
Bears, beers.
How much does a ticket to
Battlestar
Lions
Galactica.
game cost, you think?
$6?
Human,
I'll say $1.50.
Yeah.
They give them to you free when you buy a
No,
beer.
it's like
Comes with
$100
2 hot
probably.
dogs and 6 beers.
there are like
pay
we
you to
got
go
a
to
cool.
those
There are
games.
like
You get
5
equity in the
angry
team.
Lions fans.
You can volunteer coach a
yeah,
quarter.
exactly. when you buy your ticket, it comes you with a quarter ownership of the team.
You get to do the halftime show.
yeah, exactly.
This is a great sports time with Nat fans. You
guys are doing good.
Roasting the Lions.
Or you could just play quarterback with.
Yeah.
When you get your
Pick
ticket,
your position.
You get to pick a position to play for a quarter.
It's basically pickup football.
What would you
you.
pick?
Position.
QB.
Yeah, you probably
No
got.
way.
Although you
I'd
get
be
to
receiving.
kill
Correct.
You would be dead.
I'd be receiver.
kicker.
You would be even deader.
Why? I wouldn't catch the ball. I just run
Yeah,
around.
just
What
go,
if they
"Ow!"
threw it towards you?
I would kneel immediately.
You also would.
I'd lie down. Even if I don't have the ball, I'd take a knee.
We're to take a knee. It's the first quarter, first play. Just seems like.
Wait,
what
who are we
should do.
playing against? It matters.
Probably the
Bears.
Lions.
The Bears.
Oh, then
Lions.
I don't. Doesn't matter. Quarterback.
They actually have a very good defense, but for sure. All right.
Sure they do.
The National Film Board has launched a game to help people find the clitoris. Sounds fun. I love fantasy games.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Joey.
All right, Jerry Merriman, one of the inventors of the handheld electronic calculator, has passed away. His epitaph, if read upside down, will say boobies.
Yes.
Boobless.
Boobless.
Yeah. Hello, boobless.
Oh, that's good calendar stuff. That's
That is.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, that's
Funny.
good.
You're
That-
3 for
that-
3.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
You
All
said
right.
handheld electronic. I thought it was going to be a bad joke.
Yes.
I was
That's a good
really
one.
getting worried about what it was going to be.
We've
we'll
cleaned
see.
things
Should
up
I
in
do
your
this one?
absence.
All right.
Yeah, do it.
A teen thought it would be funny to spike his stepfather's drinks with tranquilizer. His stepfather responded with, "I like you, man, but you're crazy."
It's great. Why would you not do that joke? It's really funny.
No, it's too old school, huh? All right.
Ooh.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
A billionaire diamond trader has passed away during a penis enlargement surgery, begging the question, are diamonds really a girl's best friend?
I love these jokes.
You risked
No,
it.
it's not
Yeah,
good.
he's
Oh, because
good.
he's got all the diamonds,
but
he
he's a
still
small
needs,
wiener.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
a
that's
small
that's,
wee wee.
that's pretty
A,
much.
a cashew nut.
Little pee pee.
Real tiny wee wee.
Did you guys
Teeny weeny.
Did you guys see the Did you guys see the Twitter exchange of there was a girl that was upstairs with a young gentleman in in the parents' house, and the dad knew because he saw her shoes at the front door, and he was like, "I'm just gonna live tweet what happens of her
that's
trying to
gross.
get out of the house while the mom was doing weekend cleaning." And so it was just this like play-by-play of like, oh man, she's been out there for a long time. She probably has to go to the bathroom, but our only bathroom is downstairs, and that's right where Mom is right now doing the cleaning.
And it went viral.
And it went viral, and everyone was like chiming in, like,
That's hilarious.
is there windows? Like, what are the possible egresses that they can go out of? Like,
It's a mystery. Maybe he's just a writer, and he's like, actually, you guys should read my book.
Pretty amazed as a dad live tweeting. That seems pretty technologically
Dads are
savvy
young
to me.
these days.
You know he's going to be safe
20 and
because
be a
there's
dad.
no way his daughter follows him on Twitter.
oh, it was the son. It was the son. But they actually chimed in, and they're like, yeah. This is getting bad. Like, we need to get downstairs and get the shoes out of there before Mom notices
Wait,
them.
they tweeted in?
Yeah, they were like in his thread being like,
Incriminate. Oh, wait.
this is weird. 'Cause he knew. And he
Wait,
was just like, I'm just going to.
They're hiding it from the mom.
The mom's not in.
Okay.
Oh,
There was
I
like
see.
polls of like, should you vote for Mom or kids? It was amazing.
That's fun. That's a very modern, unique internet communication
exchange.
endemic potentially to the millennial generation.
Oh, no.
Millennials,
no.
Boy.
First, let me take a selfie.
Pause the music.
Mike Kinwa over there?
Start over.
Start the whole podcast over. It started off at the top.
End it. Run the ending
Cheers,
credits.
guys. Cheers. Let's cheers it up, everybody.
No.
Oh my God, that is my favorite segue I've ever done on the show.
God, that was bad.
You know, you're just stumbling. I used the word endemic, which
You
I've
did.
never.
Modern
was a endemic of the
interface
technologically
exchange of the
typical
younger
of the millennial generation to communicate
people
with
talking with their
using social media.
parents on Twitter occasionally.
generation ago, of
because,
course.
as you know,
But as
in the
the millennial
80s,
generation
when
grew up.
we were born.
All right, well
social-
done, guys. That's a good bit. I was wondering where it was going to go.
Waiting
and
for you to stop me.
It stayed right there.
I think we nailed it.
Okay, well,
I
it
agree.
was well done. But there has been a couple different news stories that have related to dress code becoming more casual. For example, the PGA Tour is now allowing shorts for practice
yeah.
rounds. Can we give a round of applause?
Thank you.
That's been a long time.
We
All of
worked
our-
really hard on this, guys.
Our lobbying guys in
we worked
DC
really
have
hard.
been-
Millions we spent.
Oh, easy.
Billions.
Billions.
Yeah,
Chubbies spent $19 billion to make this happen.
that's
Yeah.
right.
In Washington.
As such, this will be our last podcast.
Yep.
We are bankrupt, but mission accomplished.
That's right. Goldman Sachs also announced for the first time ever that it will be relaxing dress code. You don't have to be quite as formal all the time. Interestingly enough, the day after they did that, they downgraded
Tanked.
Burberry to sell status.
See?
Did they really?
Yes.
Insider.
Really?
See?
Yeah.
Corruption.
Insider
Can't trust those
trading.
guys.
That's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Burberry.
But the question
Burberry.
is,
Did they upgrade us?
they should have.
Right?
Yeah.
We're
Can
hecka
triple buy?
casual.
Can we be upgraded?
No.
We're not a stock.
We are and we aren't.
Well, we have like those like e-shorts, right?
yeah.
the crypto
crypto
shorts.
shorts.
Crypto
Yeah.
shorts, yeah.
I
That
got a wealth of those.
is
I
an
got a
actual
whole
thing.
mess of crypto shorts.
God damn it.
The more you buy, the poorer you are.
Yes.
But the
The
better
poorer
off
you'll stay.
for the long run.
So I'm going to set up the conversation here. Obviously, given where we work, we're all in favor of casual dress, looking good, feeling good, expressing yourself through your clothing in a casual sense and not being restricted. But are there situations where you think maybe it's even gotten too casual?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This feels like a setup for Grant.
Okay.
Did you guys coordinate
No,
this?
but I'm glad it worked out that way.
No, so I went to
Grant's wearing a tie.
I went to church on Wednesday for the Ash Wednesday thing.
Uh-huh.
My wife asked me to take my kids, and we're there, and there's some dudes in church wearing t-shirts and sweatpants. And I was like, I feel like that's really inappropriate. I like put on like slacks and like a nice dress shirt because I was like, that's just what you do,
Church,
right?
baby.
It's
Yeah.
church. It's like one of those places. It's like a wedding. Like when you go to a wedding, you wear a suit.
Right.
Unless there's like an express, like it's a country wedding. Like
Yeah.
wear
Or
something country
luau.
Or
formal.
if you're
Yeah.
cool and you can wear shorts with a suit.
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about wearing like fun, casual clothes is that it's different from what you normally
Totally
would wear,
agree.
or it gives it value and meaning that it's separate. I think if you wear sweatpants all day, and all night every day, then there's just nothing. It's just there's nothing special about it.
They're also not exciting anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I'm done from a day of work and going out and doing whatever, and I throw on our sweet, sweet lounge shorts. It's like an exciting moment because now I'm wearing my soft shorts, I'm in my comfy zone, and now I can really do some express chilling.
I think Phil has it exactly right though. Like when I go to a wedding, I feel like I have my cool tie that I like to wear, or I have like my dope, like I have like a Star Wars.
I love dressing up for weddings.
Like
It is fun.
It's my
tie
favorite
clip.
thing.
I'm like, these are great. Make me happy.
I also wonder if
Never get to wear it otherwise.
I noticed this when I moved to California. Generally, I think this is a more casual. I think in general,
Hundo P.
Yeah, back east, like even if you weren't
Yeah.
dressing up, you looked more dressed up.
Yeah.
Even
Even in Minnesota.
Back
it's
east, you
more
wear slacks just to
formal.
pee.
yeah, exactly. You were in the bathtub.
Wear them to bed.
Yeah. So it's funny because like when I moved out here, it seemed to me so freaking casual. And now I've been out here for a while and I dress very casually all the time. And now I rarely dress up because we don't have to at work and I go to weddings a few times a year. So when there is an opportunity to kind of, dress up and do something fancy, it's kind of fun to dive into it.
But
It's almost like the inverse. Because,
Yeah. 'Cause
normally
we're so casual all the time.
Exactly.
But a lot of people, I think, still wear like business casual, like tucked in button ups and slacks.
Well, back
and
in New
fresh
York,
shoes.
most people would wear jacket and tie or suit to work.
Yeah.
Like most people you saw on the street wearing a tie and jacket.
I just feel like when you see a wedding too and it's like formal wedding and people are wearing jeans, I'm like, you
That's a little disrespectful.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I think that's
Can't
a
do
little.
it.
unless stated.
Unless
it's
we
like-
said if the
yeah.
invite says formal and someone's
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
I am with,
when I was in
I think
college,
we're all on that page, actually.
When I was in college, I for sure fucked up a lot of those dress code things. But like my wife has explained to me what they all mean, and now I'm like, all right, you got to be respectful to these certain institutions.
And there's something that is important about saying, there's no like actual reason that we should all wear a tie just because you love this person. But when you decide that something has meaning and it's like, this is going to be an important day, we're all going to wear our important clothes, it actually infuses some feeling into
I
it.
wish we had so we're all on the same page here. I want to hear the opinion of somebody who's like,
Naked only.
nah.
well, I will say though,
Fuck
that
this.
there are some things that you're supposed to dress up for that I don't.
Okay.
Go
So
on.
like golfing is a really good example. I will just wear the worst possible because I'm like, who am I disrespecting?
Worst possible.
I will look like
Wearing a garbage bag.
dang moron.
If my game's trash, then I'm trash.
Like
dirty.
just a thong,
Tighty
I'm like,
whities.
Let's go.
like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I'm like,
If I wore clothes like that, I have to kick my own ass.
I think
like-
that's people's approach to church. I think people feel like these rules were written, without my consent, and why, who am I,
we were pissing off like.
religion's
One
a weird
guy.
thing. It's like not everybody goes to church because they're like, oh, I adamantly have to subscribe to like what we think God wants us to do or whatever the motivation is.
Yeah.
there.
I
So
just
it's
want
like,
to be respectful to the people who do think
some
that, I
people who
guess.
play golf
But
are
golf,
like,
I'm like, fuck that.
fuck you, because
Yeah.
golf
A lot of
has a lot
F-words.
of tradition. but it's like,
Heated.
what tradition you choose to like.
Well, there's
subscribe to.
no doubt that the general trend has gone
Yeah.
extremely casual in comparison to even 30 years ago. I think like what's weird is 30 years ago it was like really not that long ago. I mean, I was thinking of 30 years ago as being like 1970.
Yeah.
Nope. But it's definitely changed. I mean, I think the things that people wear on just a regular basis. Like you look at like old footage of like downtown city, like in 1980.
I wish
Everyone
we could
downtown.
still. I wish people still wore fancy hats.
I like the hats.
Like,
The hats
yeah,
are
I want to
dope.
go to
I
a,
like the fedora
It
thing.
does seem
But
like
you
that-
have to wear a suit with
no.
it. You can't wear this
It
with a
does-
fedora. You
it's
look
kind of
like
cool.
Jason Mraz.
Remember when you got dressed up for that thing? You got dressed up.
Yeah,
to go
but
to
I
the
wore
thing.
the full thing.
It looked amazing.
I didn't wear shorts and a
no, but
tank
wasn't that
top.
nice?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Is there
But
any
Mason's
other-
talking about this. There was this play,
Speakeasy
in San Francisco,
Oh, that
where
place is great, yeah.
it takes place in the 20s, and you have to go as if you're a guest in a speakeasy in the 20s. So you have to. They take your phone away and they put it in this bag that eliminates the cell phone signal, so you can't use it, and they lock it. And then you dress up like it's the 20s, or at least in a suit or something.
Was anyone inappropriately dressed?
No,
And if-
100%
and if-
commit.
I
And
went
if
to
you
the
are,
s-
they'll give you like an overcoat and like a hat. and
I
be like,
went to the same
Don't
place,
ruin it
and
for
it was
everyone.
it was a slightly different thing. But they, for San Francisco Sketch Fest, which is a comedy festival, they would have all the after parties there, so all the comics
cool.
would go, and it was like rented out for us. It was a slightly
little
different thing,
different,
but they
yeah.
were like, period wear is strongly like suggested, and it was maybe a 1% adoption rate.
But I think
that's
that's the
different, I
problem
think,
is you
yeah.
can't say suggested. And
Right.
otherwise, people are like,
Required.
screw it. You got to be like, this is what you're doing. You're not coming.
The other one that I noticed that people don't give a shit about is like we went to the Nutcracker for Christmas. I took my kids to it. And
Oh, yeah.
I was like, we like wore like suits and fancy dresses, and we're like, you're going to like ballet. Like they
Right,
gotta
that's
look
like
really
top
nice.
drawer social event.
And everyone there, I was like, lots of T-shirts. I was like,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, when I used to go to that in New York, that was a pretty mixed bag because I remember I wore a tuxedo once to that in New York. Yeah, seriously, and half the people there are wearing black tie or suit. Black tie, no joke.
That one I don't care about.
And then
though.
the other half are like sweatpants and tank tops.
It's just crazy. Like I think
Yeah.
before, like even 20 years ago, I don't think you'd find.
Oh
a
no way!
T-shirt.
You'd feel like a moron. You'd be like, "Oh, I fucked up."
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm for it generally, the movement to just be able to dress how you choose, but you're going to offend some people no matter what.
Yeah.
Some people adhere to certain traditions and other people don't care.
Dress
That's true.
etiquette. Dress etiquette is very important, but you know what else is
damn it,
important?
Here we go.
Banana etiquette. Confused? Of course you are, because this
God.
is the first Urban Dictionary definition off.
Banana etiquette?
And the first term is banana etiquette. So here's how this is going to work.
I know what this means.
I have picked a few phrases from Urban Dictionary's trending words today. And you are going to either say you know it or take a guess. Phil, you think you know it?
I don't think I know it.
Can I,
Oh,
ask,
you're
can
gonna-
I ask a question first?
Yes, sure,
Clarification
yeah.
on the rules. Did you look these up? What they actually mean?
Yeah, I have the
Is anything
definitions.
like really inappropriate?
I did this conscientiously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like Joey
so
conscientiously or like
banana etiquette
Tom
is
conscientiously?
So banana etiquette is don't go the weird way with it.
Okay, that's for
Yeah.
Phil's.
Which
Phil
way?
doesn't know
Which
what
way,
it is
Phil?
now.
I know exactly what it is. It's not that weird. 'Cause it's a biological phenomenon.
Happens to 1 in 10 guys.
I know.
So don't make him feel bad.
Okay.
I won't
I know what
won't
it
out
is.
you,
I
Phil.
think I know
but
what it
don't-
is.
It's when someone is getting out of the pool or a cold, body of water,
Yeah.
and it has a certain effect on the male anatomy.
All right, I
The
think that's a good.
The etiquette
Wrong.
is
Don't-
that you're not supposed to mention it.
or
that's
look
nice.
even.
Okay.
You can look at it,
Oh,
but
but
you can
yeah.
compliment.
Right.
Well, no,
Okay.
you're not supposed to mention it at all. You're
Right.
just supposed to pretend that everything's fine.
Everything's
Because
normal.
it is normal.
Yeah.
It's normal. All right.
All right.
It's an average size.
What was called? What it honestly is when you eat a banana and you have the banana peel, and you are in some kind of high traffic area where there's pedestrians. Banana etiquette is don't leave the banana peel where somebody could slip on it
Like a
and do the
cartoon.
whoop, 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 whoop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
you want
fall
to
on
throw
it.
it at a car instead.
No, that's Mario Kart banana etiquette.
No, you put the banana before it's peeled into a muffler.
Okay. All right.
I think it has to do with how you are peeling the banana.
Oh.
So I think that the classical way of doing it is from the top. You pull from the little stem. But some people say actually it's easier to open the banana from going from the bottom.
I read
banana etiquette actually though is you go from the top.
I read actually that the way that you're supposed to do it is you just eat the whole banana, you don't peel it.
Right, like a kiwi
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
or an onion.
So banana etiquette.
Or an onion.
Banana etiquette is when you get a banana for yourself, you have to offer to get one for anyone else near you.
What?
That's not
Yes.
a thing. That's just someone
It
who
is a
wrote that
thing.
online.
It is a thing. You have to do it for anyone
Right.
who's in your
Only
general
a banana?
vicinity.
No, you don't.
A violation of banana etiquette is the reason that James got voted off at the
Oh.
Tribal Council of Survivor in March of 2010.
Is that a show you like?
No,
Can we use things that are things?
Okay,
Come
sure.
on,
How
Joey.
about sure. You want to use things that are things? How
Yeah.
about pulling a Shervin?
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you start this time? then?
Sure.
I know somebody
absolutely.
that pulled a Shervin at a bachelor party. I'll tell
I'll
you about
explain it. That is when you are renting a caravan, and you need to put a shirt on it. Shouldn't you put a shirt on your caravan and you call it a Shervin?
That's very close, I guess. No,
What? I actually forgot what the expression was. Pulling it?
pulling a
Oof,
Shervin.
pulling a Shervin.
I think your definition is in, Grant. I'm gonna try and keep this moving along.
That is when there is. It's when you're emulating a person,
Oh,
a specific person.
oh, that's a
Do you
nice
know who though? I'll tell you.
Yes,
It's when
I do.
it's when you're having a group dinner, like anytime there's like 3, 4, 5 people, and they're gonna split the check, and you get out of the check. This came from Shervin Alves. And what he did is he faked the death of a family member, took a cell phone call, and left the restaurant. It's how you get out of paying a check.
So
to a
that's
group.
what I said.
Shervin Alves, baby. That's fantastic.
I
I
trust
think I
Phil.
was right.
Actually, Phil's is going to end up working because it just means escaping or running away from something.
Nice,
I told you I
Phil.
knew what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Mr. Alves, see, he started this.
yeah, Yes, the great Alves.
It's hard to go
Alves.
first. Let me go second.
All right. Well, Grant will go first this time because our word is tartle.
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 Tartle. A tartle is a Australian term for turtle.
Nice.
I thought it was a pirate word.
Tartle.
Yes, it's a tartle.
So it's not.
That's
it's
not
just
that
Scottish.
Australian.
That's not an
I meant
Australian.
Scottish. I meant Scottish.
Where's this
Tartle.
Australian guy
What you
from?
mean is-
I tartle.
Yeah, say something in
Come
in
over
Aus-
here, tartle.
Is that an Australian accent?
That's my Scottish.
Can
Go
you give
Aussie.
it-
Go Aussie.
Oh, aye, mate. Would you like to get put shrimps on the board, B?
As offensive as that was, it was pretty. I won't say good, but you've done so much worse.
I have. Yeah.
That was awesome.
So tartle.
Come from
like
Adelaide.
how you
Yes,
mushed all
he's
those
from
words
Scotland.
Oh, all right, Mace.
It's an edible turtle.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a tart.
That's gross.
Oh.
It's a turtle made out of tart.
No.
You can get them in grocery stores.
no.
They sell them at Safeway.
Okay.
A tartle is the kind of bowel movement you've had after you've eaten turtle anything. Turtle soup, raw
You guys
turtle,
really
turtle sushi.
stayed on the turtle. It's not that. It is. Grant was close. A common Scottish term
Oh my God.
to insert at the awkward moment when you temporarily forget someone's name.
How was I not right?
What does that
It's
mean?
basically
Give
what
me
I
an example.
said.
What would you do?
No.
Like
What do
you
you- is that like
forget-
tartle?
So like if I was like, if you're like, hey Joey, how's it going? And I went up to you and I was like, hey
Tartle.
bud. No, it's just like
Oh.
the tartle is that moment where I'm going, hey you.
That's a turtle. I like that.
How
do
I
that
said
all
this,
the
I
time.
said that, but in different words. Just so you phrased it differently.
I don't know if I want
You having a
sorry, I was
seizure?
I was having a tartle.
Yeah, you sure
What's
were.
this guy's name?
I was gonna see if any of the other ones. I think that's good. I think we've done well. Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Applause.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Nice work, nobody.
James.
I would
James?
say
James.
if you want to play this game
I tartled it again.
I would say if you want to play this game at home, I urge caution because Urban Dictionary has some phrases that are not great for this show. They're not safe for work.
Not safe for anything, really.
Yes.
Now that I think about it.
Except for
Yeah. As soon as I recommended
Doing.
this segment, I realized it was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, well,
I
but
think that was sort of funny. Like a 3.
we don't need to grade it.
Tartle.
live. We'll let people do that themselves.
I think we pulled a tartle.
We don't have to figure out what type of podcasters we are. We need to figure out what the different types of Uber driver are.
okay.
Grant
Oh.
Merrick.
What?
Yeah, it's your
Oh, yeah.
segment.
Oh yeah, it's my segment. Okay, so my buddy sent this to me. We were in an Uber, and this dude, oh, this is really weird. He kept answering our questions to each other. I'd be like, so did you hear what Jimmy, did you see what he texted us? And he'd be like, no, I didn't see that. I was like,
What?
oh my God. I'm like, oh no, sorry, I was talking to him. He's like, okay. And I was like, anyway, did you see what Jimmy texted? He's like, no, I didn't see it. Did Jimmy text everybody? And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Was he just trying to stir the pot?
Yeah, no,
You
he
think?
just was a kind of
He was
crazy.
stepping to you.
He's kind of a crazy dude.
Did you swing,
Did you
did you
swing
swing
on him?
And no matter what was said, I was like, should we go to the Scottsdale game? This is when we were in spring training. I was like, should we do the
throw hands?
Scottsdale game tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, I think we should. And I was like,
He totally
what
stepped
the
to
fuck
you.
is wrong with this guy? So
If
my
somebody
buddy,
steps to you,
while
you
he was
gotta
doing
I
this,
think
swing.
that was a you need to leave Arizona, young man.
yeah.
You ain't from around here, are you?
While he was
Where are
doing
you
this,
from,
my-
Rooster?
while he was doing this, my buddy texted me this thing. He's like, pick a number. And I was like, what is this? And it says, this is something that an Uber driver handed to his customer. It says, George, the Uber driver, ride type menu. Number 1, the stand-up. I tell you about things that are funny, to me at least, from prison stories to other poor life choices I've made. Don't get a lover's name tattooed on you, ever. Number 2, the silent ride. No description. Number 3, the therapy ride. Got something on your mind? Let me help you take it off. Talk to me. Number 4, the creepy ride. I don't say anything. I just look at you from time to time in the rearview mirror, all creepy like. Number 5, the rude ride. I be as rude as possible. And I was like, five.
This guy has range. I will say, Devin, one of our lovely producers, said he pulled up on the computer your Uber rating. It's a 2.2.
No, that's
he
not.
has you. He has you.
It's a 4.6
hovering
or
around at
something.
2.2. It's
bad.
Says
No.
he smells like an old turnip.
Smells like a tartle.
You know,
It's pretty funny though. I feel like I've had every one of those.
there's
Uber
one
riders.
missing though. I think that's that I've had. I think a lot, which is the Uber driver that is like kind of a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, that's a fun one.
That's good.
And it's not that they Yeah, they just like they have some idea about something and they go on and on and
should
on.
get him on the
about it.
cast.
He should add that. Yeah, add that number 6 tinfoil hat ride.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Throws it on, and he's like, the aliens are trying to read your brain waves, right?
Yeah,
You know
honestly.
Did you know your phones are listening to you? Did you
That's
know
the
Grant
kind of
lives
thing
in Hawaii?
that an Uber driver would talk about for a
Okay.
long, long time.
Has Grant answered the question? Who was right about the conspiracy surrounding?
Anyway,
this?
so I feel like in San Francisco though, that's
We gotta
taxi
make an
drivers
answer,
more
right?
than Uber drivers though.
I also
do
think
the
that
crazy
we're
stuff.
particularly. I think I don't know. Do people use Uber as much as people do here?
no.
No.
Started here. It's probably most used.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because in New York,
in
it's-
Arizona, it took like 30 minutes to get an Uber.
Yeah.
I was gonna say also New York. I
Definitely,
left
like-
New York like 4 years ago, but I still took predominantly yellow cabs. Like,
I think it's the
predominantly.
most popular here.
Yeah.
Maybe in the world.
I believe that. There's some places where you can't get it, but anyway, they
Also, I think people here are crazier. Like, there's just the average amount of craziness per capita is
I
the
disagree.
highest.
I disagree.
Where?
I took some Ubers in Florida, and I
Ooh,
will never
Florida.
do that again.
Really?
makes a
Florida man drives Uber.
Florida,
Yeah.
oh, it was my entire family sat uncomfortably for 30
Which
minutes.
one? Which number was he?
He
I
was
be as rude as
number
possible?
7.
Oh, creepy stairs or rude?
horrifying.
No, he was a like super racist man.
Ooh.
Oh, just mean.
Boo.
You don't
Saying
want a
something, I was
7.
like,
Boo.
That's another one that could be on here. Is the I think you're going to agree with everything I say. Because
we're on the same team here, right, guys? No.
I've
we're
gotten
not.
that too. It's not necessarily about race or something like that, but it could be politics. It could be anything. It could be child rearing or anything where they're just like
you just stick him in the closet too, right? I mean, that's what we all do, right?
That's what you got to. And they'll go on like you're obviously on the same page as me, even if their opinion is pretty controversial.
I've got a life hack on that one. If someone is going off crazy, but you don't want to actually have the conversation, you just go, people are crazy.
That's almost verbatim. That's almost verbatim what I think.
Am I going to change someone's life right now?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait, I have one more. I have one
Okay,
more. I have an
okay.
8th one, and I think this one is missing that you've experienced and I've experienced too. Is the one-liner Uber guy who doesn't say anything the whole time and then comes out with just one-liner that you're like, that was really well done.
I have another one too.
That was your dude who was like I didn't see anything or whatever. When you
Oh, yes.
ate
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
on the curb.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got another one for you too. The guy who's kind of like he's got his own side biz or he's like a sales pitch.
Oh, the hustler.
The hustler.
The grinder.
I
Yeah.
like that guy.
I like that guy
But
too.
love that
he's
guy.
got like I had this one dude
Gives
who
you his
drove
card.
me- Yeah, exactly.
He's
He's
gonna
like,
email you.
yeah, he's got all this stuff figured out. He's like, and I'm like, man, if you had that figured out, I don't know.
I know.
I mean,
I'm waiting on like 6 emails. Like
Yeah.
people are like, this is it. I got the greatest idea. Me and you are going into biz.
yeah,
It's
some
gonna
guy
be
had
kick
some
ass."
software thing he was
Yeah.
telling me
Yeah.
all about, and he's like,
I
I got
reinvented
these
the computer.
contracts coming in from HP, and like,
If any of those guys are listening, I am in. Send me the email. Like,
I
let's
will
get this thing off
invest
the ground.
everything I have.
That's similar to guy who's got a guy that has it all figured out. I've had a
Yeah.
couple of those where he's like, well, I'm still trying to get in with it, but my friend, he's working with,
making
Pentagon,
6 figures a week.
military. He knows people who are ex-Fed.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I think one that I've gotten a lot since I've been a dad has been the dad advice.
Yeah.
I
I got
get
one of
that
those.
a lot, and often like I dig it. Like I think it's a pretty cool bonding point. Sometimes it's wackadoo, but sometimes it's pretty cool. And it always comes with like it's not just dad advice. It's like just like family. It's like, oh, here's what you got to do. You put all your savings into this kind of thing, and then your kids are
financial
gonna.
advice.
Yeah, it's like financial
Yeah.
dad advice, like all that.
I had a guy
stuff.
who gave me the advice. He was like, how many kids do you have? I was like, I have 3. He's like, boys or girls? I'm like, all girls. He's like, don't try and have a boy. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I had 3 boys. And I was like, I really want a girl. And then I got twin boys. I was
Ooh,
like,
5
oh my
boys.
God.
So he's got the
Got a
cosmic
basketball
thing.
team.
Well,
Oh
it's good to get advice about being a parent from an Uber driver, but it's better to get it from a song because today we've written 2 songs on the topic because it is time.
Hey everybody, let's gather around because we're making fun tunes and exploring the town. Cause it's the Chubbies Top 40 Hit Creation. The Chubbies Top 40 Hit Creation, yeah. Play it on your radio station, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Send me.
Play it again.
Send me that audio jungle track.
Play it
I
again.
want that.
Love it.
I want that audio jungle track just on my phone.
Can we
go
create
again?
we need a Chubbies podcast
playlist?
Spotify that has a
damn it,
playlist
that's
of all
good.
of our things.
You want it again?
No, not again. No, we got.
I love
We have a
that song.
2-minute song.
We do
so.
have.
Yeah, I know. Ours is really,
It's really long.
So for
It's
today's
like 2.5.
Chubby's Top 40 Hit Creation, we have two teams. Grant and Phil have been
Champions.
putting in some studio time writing a song about being a parent, having kids, in favor of having kids. Mason and I wrote a song about how great it is to not have kids, and we both it's kind of in a battle sense. We
I will
were
say
mean
for,
to each other.
for the listener who doesn't know us that well, Grant and I have kids.
We do.
And Mason and Joey don't, as far as I know.
We have 4 between us.
So
Maybe.
it would be weird if, for example, one of us was on the team against having kids.
Right.
We're about to play your song, which is called
Whoa! Why are we going first?
because I decided that.
Booyah.
Your song is called "A Baby Star Is Born." Do you want to introduce it
excited.
or just play it?
I think it
Any
speaks for
words?
itself.
All right.
Okay.
It speaks for itself.
All right.
So excited.
Got myself a legacy, little baby who looks like me, 'cause I'm a dad and you're fucking not. Someone to share stories with, laugh at jokes but not you. No one will care when you die, 'cause I've had sex with a girl. You'd have a baby if you'd ever had sex with a girl. Moved on with my life, you see. Not pretending I'm 23. That shit is sad. Grow the fuck up. When I'm old, they'll take care of me. Holidays filled with family while you're alone on your third lean cuisine. You're a 30-year-old man with no family. A shitty apartment in the city. You've never had sex. There is no proof, 'cause you don't have a baby. You never will. No, you never will. If it hasn't happened by now, it never will. It's way too late for you, my friend. How fucking sad. No legacy. No legacy. No one to be sad when you die.
That was incredible. Oh my God. Grant and Phil.
So pleasantly
I
surprised.
thought you guys
I
were
had
going
the-
to eat shit
Oh,
on
I
that.
was certain you'd tank. That was
That
so
was
good.
so good.
I can't believe that.
We had a couple.
You guys
of,
actually hit the
You're
notes.
surprised.
Yeah, no, we had
I know,
a
you
couple-
sang pretty well.
couple of moments of inspiration when we were writing it.
What? You had a fucking decade of it.
It's like one of my favorite 2 minutes.
I want to play that
happened.
again.
We were singing the
Fuck.
chorus like all the rest of the day. 30-year-old man with no family.
It was so good.
Shitty apartment in the city.
Shit.
Oh, that was good. All right.
I really thought you guys were going to do terribly. and
You
did
got to imagine
phenomenally.
Bradley Cooper singing it.
Yeah.
We got to get him to sing. We got to get him on the cast.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That was
Get him on.
so good, honestly, guys. We
should-
did so much
We
better
should just
than I
make all
expected.
these and just drop an album.
Yeah, we have. We're really good at this. You guys sound
It's really
great,
easy
and
to
the
make
lyrics
music,
were
I
fun.
realize.
All right.
Yeah.
So our song, and I should note,
It's
this is
worse?
not exactly how we feel, but for the purposes of the song,
All
the
right,
song is
well,
called.
same with us.
Yeah. So we
I'm
support
all
each
in
other's
on
love.
everything I said.
All right. This
Oh,
song
no.
is called "Fuck Babies," and we'll play it.
Oh my God, is that a baby?
Yeah, it's a baby. You got a baby?
No, I don't got a baby. You got a baby?
Hell no, man. Fuck babies.
This for the hood.
We got time to make hits, baby. We got nothing but free time on my hands, man. What you got? Ain't no poo-poo on my hands, player.
Yeah, we're free.
got no offspring. Yeah. Free fingers got no ring. Come on, come on, come on. Kids, they go wah, 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 while your wives, they go blah, blah, blah.
Friday night, we living it, I'm doing what I want. You are watching Disney Grin, I do not mean to taunt. All I know is I'm drinking somewhere out the house while you are failing to make pancakes shaped like Mickey Mouse.
My alarm clock is not a crying baby. A full night's sleep, yo, that's not a fucking baby. Mouths to feed, I only got the one. Mad beer money, mad beer money, yo, fuck a college fund.
Free ain't got no offspring. Free fingers got no ring. All your kids, they go wah, 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 while your wives, they go blah, blah, blah.
You said you're getting used to poop. I thought that shit was sad. I wrote it in my diary, don't ever be a dad. Fuck, I haven't felt this free since I was an undergrad. Only difference now I got the cash to fly to Trinidad. Your bucket list is dwindling, your choices are regretful. A quiet night in is what you call eventful.
Look more pics of my kid.
Broken record ass bitch. I'd sooner go on Maury, yo, miss me with that sitch.
Deciding what to do today, read a chill or hang, or maybe have a guilt-free safe-sex zero outcome bang. Shout out to the dads, but I gotta keep it real. Also shouts to science and my main homie, the pill. Oh yeah, you think you're solving problems, do you, Dr. Phil? Well, you can catch me outside while you tend to crip a hill. And Merrick better watch it if you try to come at me. If kids are so great, why get the vasectomy? Why get the vasectomy? Vasectomy. Why get the vasectomy?
Oh no.
You are not the motherfucking another one!
Broken record ass bitch.
We make hits in the factory!
Mad beer money.
You see the fucking sparks flying, the machine's turning.
How about that? Catch me outside, how about that?
I don't got a baby. You got a baby?
What is the production quality on that is through the roof. What is the deal? Who did that?
How many
Mason.
days did you guys spend doing that?
Dude, Mace just...
How did you do all that?
You messed up the last line. Play the last line again.
Oh, I heard it.
Came in too early. Your money.
You see that?
Oh, I don't got a baby. You got a baby?
Hell no, man. Fuck babies.
How'd you do all that?
Dude, Mason went insane on Final Cut and literally was like, well, if we chop the track and I move this back, we can flip it and reverse it.
Wow.
That was the most fun I've had since I started working here.
It's all you've ever wanted to do.
Literally. I hope we do this weekly.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were going to fuck it up and we weren't going to be able to do it, but you nailed it, which means we can do it all the time.
It took a while, though, I will say.
It did take a while.
Yeah.
It took a couple hours.
We also maybe bought a few songs by accident.
Yeah,
It's just, you know.
we bought one
Ben
song
Beers.
at first and we were like, we can't write. It was too hard. And so we bought a second song. And
I'm like
it was
hot.
It starts to add up,
I'm like
though.
physically. That was so funny.
That was great.
Who wins? Do we win?
Devin and Tyler have to judge. Devin, our producer.
I don't
Tyler,
think
our
that's
sound guy.
fair, though.
What do you want to do? Do you want to vote?
I think we should maybe put it out to other
Not
people.
fair.
Devin says...
Can we put up a poll?
What do you guys think?
We can do a poll. You can go ahead and tweet in your winner with the hashtag Chubbies Podcast and let us know, and we can do a tally. But Devin, his lean is towards Phil and Grant.
Oh.
Wow. Did not expect that.
But he
All right,
said
let's keep that
because
then.
I thought theirs would be terrible.
Right.
Which is
there you go.
interesting.
That's fine. That's
They
fine.
outperformed.
He
you.
said he thinks that Joey and Mason's would make a better video or digital short.
Would be really good.
And we win production quality, but Phil and
Definitely.
Grant, he laughed a lot because he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
You guys would have the fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It'd be very.
That's a good
Yours was very
analysis.
Lonely Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler, get
I
in
was
here.
thinking like
love the production quality, but I think song-wise, structure and all that stuff.
Oh,
Two for
Tyler.
two.
Giving it
Clean
to
sweep.
Phil and Grant. He likes the structure.
sweep.
Million times better production.
Oh, their production quality was
Oh, yeah.
blew my
Very
mind
strong.
open.
Yeah.
We like recorded it. Phil's like, I want to re-record something. I was like, nah, it's fine.
Nah.
That was
I
my
was,
favorite
I was
segment.
surprised that you guys were able to hit those notes.
I got very like I recorded the chorus like 2 or 3 times. I was like, I want to do it again. I think I can do better. Because I was like, is this funnier if I'm trying too hard, or if I
Phil's
should
neck veins were
Now-
like, fully out, and he was like 5 feet away from the computer.
Yeah, I had to belt, and then I realized that if someone was walking by in the hallway, you couldn't hear the music playing because I had the headphones on.
Dude, I was here
So-
rapping at like 9 p.m. last night.
Yeah, but this is the
I
middle.
hope no one's here.
This is the middle of a workday, and I'm like, I've had sex. Like at the top of my lungs, out right across the hall from the girls' bathroom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have been a violation.
It is great that we are able to technically do this for our jobs. This is the earliest I've gotten to work.
Came in early
We were here
to
till
polish it
7,
up.
then we came in early to put the touches on. What now? Devin made a good point. It could be great if we teamed up, did a little.
We gotta do an
quattro
album.
formaggio,
Oh, that's not bad.
a 4-cheese pizza.
I feel like
we will have our revenge.
I feel like we should have a rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down
That
with a
was so
rematch.
much fun.
I'm down with a rematch. But speaking of sweet, sweet, awesome competitions, yep, nice.
Phil.
Okay, Phil.
Wait, was that? I thought that was you.
Nope, that was you, Phil.
was Phil.
My bad,
all right.
dude. My bad.
on camera.
We'll go to the cameras. We'll go to the replay. We'll find out who it really was. We'll go to the tape. We don't need to make a decision right now. I'm just saying. Why don't we just get on with the
This is
segment?
payback for every opening to every show.
You're doing great, though.
Thank
I just
you.
want you to know
Thank
that.
you. Today's
So today's
Please keep doing it forever.
today's physical challenge is a self-portrait challenge.
and it will be Mason versus Grant with Phil
And Joey.
no. Announcing. Got him on that one.
I'll get it back.
So, what they are going to be doing is Phil and Mason will be drawing self-portraits of
Nope,
one
Grant
another.
and Mason.
Sorry,
Grant
Grant and Mason.
Maybe Phil should do this. Wrong. Why don't you take over, Phil?
Grant and Mason will be drawing self-portraits. Phil and I will be announcing it.
Okay.
You will have about
we drawing
1 minute of yourself. It is a
Self-portrait.
What are we drawing on?
There are pieces of paper and pens over there, Mason. If you
We
will
gotta go over
grab
only
them.
one color?
Well, you can bring it back here, but that's where it is.
You don't have
Okay.
colors?
We don't
There
have a
are
red crayon.
cup of pens.
Need red.
I don't think I have.
I don't know if you guys know this, but
Yeah, that's what you need.
It's an artist's large paper.
You have a canvas.
on our leg or what do we? This
Listen, draw on your laptops.
Hey, grab a Pelican case or something.
Yeah, draw on your laptop, boys.
No, draw on the paper, but put the paper on your laptop.
All right, Phil, I am here in the booth
Hang on.
with
Let's
my
get
partner,
a rule
Phil.
explanation.
All right.
How do you win?
There,
a time
you
limit?
draw a
Best-
better one.
Best photo as
Yes.
Most
subjectively
realistic.
judged. Most realistic. Good.
You have
'Cause I'm
1
really
minute
good.
and 30.
Just a minute.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, you have a minute 30, but what's the punishment for the loser?
It's a great question.
Can they eat like not an onion? I was gonna say like a shallot, like a small, or a whole clove of garlic.
We're really
we
stuck
don't have
on
any
that.
of those things.
Really stuck on that.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
Let's
we'll
just
figure it out.
see, yeah.
We'll make it up depending on who
How
loses.
about the shame of who? If you're bad
Most
self,
realistic, not funniest.
most
Yeah.
realistic?
the
Has
loser
to be as real as you can
wait,
possibly
are you sure?
make it.
Are we really going most realistic?
I swear to God, you have to go most realistic.
Yeah.
So it's
Which
a
will
plastic bag
default
with milk in
to
it,
funniest
but not-
by far.
So
That's what I was gonna draw.
The-
No,
Really
most
funny.
realistic.
the loser of the competition has to proudly display the winner's self-portrait at their desk for all of next week.
And make it your profile
week?
picture.
Yes.
I like
Not
that.
make it-
Profile
Make
picture.
it your
No
profile
fucking
on
way.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Make it your
Yeah, that's
LinkedIn
great.
profile
Not gonna do
picture.
that.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm
Not
in.
doing it.
LinkedIn
Good
profile.
Lord. What are you gonna
Nope.
get a job in the next week?
Nope.
Come on.
Care so much about
Nope.
your LinkedIn profile.
Okay, sorry,
picture.
not all
I
of us
already
are
have parody of the
interviewing.
parody man in my LinkedIn.
This will be
permanently.
perfect.
Yeah.
This will be a
about-
perfect
okay.
Never
addition.
change that.
All right.
Instagram
I
profile
also,
picture.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a small on Instagram.
So tiny, dude.
Yeah, Instagram
Okay.
profile picture.
Yeah.
Of the other person?
I think of your own.
Of your own.
probably.
If you lose.
Yeah.
Okay. This becomes your Instagram
Yeah.
profile. That's
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so
The most realistic is that is the judging criteria.
that is the judging criteria.
Grant's pulling up a
Also,
photo. of
I
himself.
recommend. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I recommend doing doing selfie mode or something, or pulling up a picture of yourself and getting into it.
All right, are we
Oh,
ready?
No. I don't have a picture of myself.
Just
do you
use
have a
do
photo
do
loss.
selfie. Just take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
But first. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Born ready.
I am here in the booth with my partner, Phil. We are at the Super Bowl of drawing. Phil, who do you got?
Well, I see that Mason's furiously at it, glancing at that photo as reference. I see that he's got the proper way to hold that paper. Makes him look like an artist.
Not only that, he has a grip high up on the pencil, appearing like he knows what he's doing. He looks like he knows what he's doing, but I have a hard time believing that he does.
Now, Grant, I think, went for a red pen, but ended up with pink. I think we're going to have to be a little lenient on the coloration on that one.
Yeah, it's not exact, but it's kind of an early summer Grant. Before he's reached full red, he's kind of in a pink burnt raw hue.
That's actually true. That might be what he's going for. I think that it does look more like he's writing a paragraph than drawing a self-portrait. Mason, however, you're correct, does have the appropriate demeanor for an artist.
You know, I actually have a visual on what Merrick's doing right now. It's interesting. He's pulled up kind of a cool guy photo of him. He's leaning on a tree. He's wearing some sunglasses, backwards hat. Honestly, he looks so good in the photo, it's not realistic to begin with.
I think fantasy is an important element to the self-portraiture. It's not necessarily how you look, but how you see yourself.
That is true, and that's what's going to be interesting here. It's kind of a Freudian thing, and knowing how bad both of these are as artists, it will show us something about their souls.
I think we're going to be looking deep into the souls of both Mason Robinson and Brian Merrick here.
And I can't think of a more horrifying prospect. It's going to be an exorcism of the eyes. And let me tell you, it has been a minute 30, but let's let them finish a little bit. I think we should extend this another 45 seconds or so while our competitors continue to finish. Ooh, Grant has trouble with the nose.
So remember that, our competitors, now you are down to the wire. About 30 seconds remaining, so make those finishing touches and start adding detail.
It really helps. You get to kind of get a picture of which of these guys was able to bring something home to mom and put a little magnet on the fridge, a little A+ for your work. Looks like neither from where I'm sitting.
From where I'm sitting, I think a lot of home artwork ended up in the garbage can about 40 seconds after the child left the room.
That would explain some of the torture that we're seeing on the faces as they draw. Tough childhoods make great artists, but not this time.
But not this time, that is right. From the look of the lack of artistic talent here, I'd say these kids both had fantastic upbringings, which I know is not true.
Now we are going to hit a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, some last freckles for Grant. 7, 6.
Color in those red cheeks.
5,
Mason, add some
4,
pubic hair to the top of your head.
2, 1, and that is it.
That's the ball game. Turn in those portraits, gentlemen.
Now let's do a full review. First off, let's start.
Wow. Okay, Mason, yours looks like the Yellow King from True Detective.
All right, Mason, will you please hand me?
You look like the True Detective.
Hold on.
The Carcosa.
Hold on, we've got to describe it. Mason, can you hand me yours, please?
Yeah, hand them both over.
I want to give it a description.
Hold it up to the camera.
Yeah. So Mason looks in this. He's got very, very sharp features. He definitely looks like a character out of Twilight. He's giving himself a lot of credit for jawline.
What the hell is going on with your mouth?
He looks Taylor Lautner.
He looks like if Taylor Lautner was a wolf.
This is my inspiration.
Mid-transition.
Wow.
The dog.
It looks like
kind of merged.
Do you remember the drawing in True Detective that the little girl does of the spaghetti monster?
I didn't see it.
That's what that looks like. And he's like those things around his face.
Spaghetti monster.
Oh man, that is an absolutely
we have a
brutal
camera.
rendering, but that is fun.
I love that your mouth is almost it goes across your entire head.
I have a mouth like that, dude. Look.
No.
I guess
He's
that's kind
Mason's
of
showing us
but your bottom lip
a
isn't.
photo of himself, like we don't see the mouth on his face.
I'm looking at you right
What I
now.
was trying
The
to
hair,
recreate.
The hair is
craziest
way
thing.
off.
It's just not even.
Just look.
He's
Just
got
look.
very
Look.
uneven ears as well, which is interesting. One ear is about
No,
double the
that's,
size of the other. All right, let's move on to Grant.
I will say
I
I'm
can
actually
keep it.
kind of
I'm not
amazed.
mad at this.
I'm amazed at how well you both did, to be honest.
I really am not mad at all.
Yeah.
So I'm
Grant
holding
went-
this up for the camera for those of you listening.
Yeah.
That looks like Biff Tanner.
I kind of look like Biff Tanner, so there you go.
Yeah, you
I
definitely.
like how we both made
You-
ourselves look way better than we look in real
Yeah,
life.
you guys,
Like muscular, attractive.
And like square jaw lines.
Insane.
You guys both made yourself much more attractive
hard.
and
Grant,
twice as douchey.
I was also going to
Yeah,
say,
I
Grant,
did.
you look like you are 16 years old in this picture.
Yeah.
You look like a high school kid.
You guys
nobody
look like
wants to hang out with.
co-captains of a lacrosse team.
Yes. You look like the captain of the JV lacrosse
I hate
team.
that about this drawing.
Yeah, you guys.
You look like
Your
the
neck is so big.
Yeah.
Who do you got as your winner here, Phil?
Let me see that, Mace.
There you go.
I think I'm going to choose Grant
Yes!
as the winner.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Grant too.
Gonna be
And I
amazing.
can't
You know where
wait.
you know where you
profile picture.
I know. Oh no. I really
Oh no.
I honestly think I look better in this photo than I do in my current Instagram picture. Have you guys seen my current one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be right.
I
You know,
think I do.
There are only the reason is I think if I showed this to someone, they would
know it's
they would
Grant.
know it's Grant.
Yeah.
I think if I showed
I
the
don't
people,
disagree with the
they would
decision.
they might not know that's you.
Grant, because
This
he was
looks
on a
kinda like,
tree.
I will say, Grant, you I think you went the
get there.
easy route with the giant sunglasses.
Yeah, you got to.
Because if you had
Eyes are
tried
the
to,
hardest.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that was
That's a smart move. That's a
the
canny
other
move.
thing that would be funny is to draw each other.
that's next.
All right. Well, we will save that for our next planning session. What a podcast that was. Do you have any final word? Oh,
No, I don't have anything.
I just realized that
Wait,
we
is Grant
have
gonna,
to drop our URL to join the March Madness pool. The URL is going to be joinourpyramidscheme.com. It is not a pyramid scheme.
Or is it?
No, it is not. I promise. It is not a pyramid scheme. If you go there, you will have an opportunity to join some of the best marketing experts in the world and build out a team of dedicated professionals.
and exactly for a simple single-time investment of $166.
But for real though, it's the only way to get access to this page.
Yes, it is the only way to
There's
get
no other
access
way.
to the page is to follow that URL. You'll be able to sign up for free to join our March Madness pool, which will be very fun to follow along with. It's a fun way to interact with all of us, and also you will be able to win some cool, awesome stuff. Another reminder, please leave us a review if you haven't done that yet. 5-star
good review.
reviews. A good review, yes.
Don't leave us a review.
They
if
help
it's
us
gonna
out.
be bad.
If you make it funny, sometimes we'll put it on a little Friday Instagram story roundup, which is
done.
always
Nicely
fun.
done.
Mason's profile picture
sociopath.
is changed, and he is now going to start auditioning for the sketch version of Twilight.
That's hilarious.
You should also post
What a funny podcast.
All right. Anyone got final? Does anyone have final words?
I have one thing that I think we didn't quite touch on from a business perspective.
That's right,
That
Phil.
I think is actually ties kind of into the song portion of it.
Oh, yeah.
But it has to do with branding, brand voice. I think this is something that's often
But
overlooked
I don't
when you
know
think
if
about the
branding
metrics
is the
of a
most
company.
important thing.
It's not
You're
necessarily the most
really
important,
going
but
to
it's very
try and,
important.
build out your
You can't look at it just
If
from
we're gonna talk
the
marketing,
marketing.
I feel
There
like
are
influencer
there are
marketing with podcasting.
intangibles
Influencer
that are
marketing
just as
is the
important.
most
I think this actually is hugely significant to think about your brand voice from the perspective of your customer. Who are you talking to? What are your demographics? And also be specific. I think it's okay to actually say, like, do a sound then you may alienate a couple of people, but you can't say anything not saying something else. So if you try and be everything at once, you're going to be nothing. I think that's some companies are just too intimidated to actually come out with the perspective.